Okay, time for today's plans.
Voice Pipe Cafe just started its business recently. It's becoming quite popular in high peers. They say Voice Pipe is the place where you can catch a few bigwigs talking politics or gossiping about the aristocrats. Go ahead and place your order. I won't need anything though. I already had a meal beforehand.
A nice place.
I'm glad you like it. I don't come here often, but the atmosphere is quite positive. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
There was a street parade yesterday. Were you aware of the event?
Yes, a parade celebrating the formal reign of Queen Feliana. After the late Queen Agoria passed away, the Prime Minister ruled as a regent, given the young age of Queen Feliana. Now he has resigned and restored power to our young queen. Apologies. This is all I know from reading the papers.
I just returned and know little about the city's economic situation. Care to give me a summary?
Generally, minting and founts of silverium are still in the hands of the royal families and the aristocracy. But ever since United Mining Industry began mass-producing reactors, they started getting an increasing share of the market and became a major contender with the old nobility. Some say it's a journey towards a new age. Others... I must sound like a fool. Everything I told you is just one-sided hearsay.
You seem quite young. Nevertheless, do you have any other work experience?
I'm afraid not. I just recently graduated. I know I probably lack the technical expertise of your previous assistant, but I went over many of your famous cases. I hope this can make up for my shortcomings.
You're fresh out of school. Why choose a job like this?
Well, I've always had a passion for criminal investigations. I studied your cases and became quite an admirer. You fight to reveal the truth and provide justice for the common folk.
What's your expected wage?
None required. I don't want money. In exchange, I hope you'll help me unravel a mystery.
I spent ages looking for you, and you're here! I couldn't believe it when they said you're back! Why, you're already recruiting an assistant! You want an assistant, but skip me! I'm heartbroken. Make your debut at that parade festival? Now that gave rise to quite a riot.
Why are you looking for me?
Never expected you to return. That's what everyone in the city says. But not me. I just can't figure out why you left in the first place. The greatest case of murder any detective could ever dream of working on is regicide. And you hit the jackpot. The greatest case of your time simply fell into your lap. It should have been the zenith of your career.
Not everyone enjoys being the topic of the day. And please watch your manners when speaking to the detective.
Word of advice, young miss. Get another job. Otherwise, you'll also die in pretty horrible ways. Interested in knowing what happened to the last one? Went down with the airship, blown up and burnt to ashes.
Do not make fun of the dead.
Oh?
She's right. You should leave.
Well, whatever. After all, I'm about to leave my mark upon history. I will write the greatest story ever. It won't be tabloid gossip or PR material for the UMI. I'll be writing a piece of real news.
This is ridiculously childish. He should apologize for what he said.
Oh, ignore him. Let's carry on our conversation. You're offering to work pro bono in exchange for me solving your mystery. What exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, I came here hoping that you would investigate a case for me. But I don't have the money. I'm afraid I can't afford the commission. However, if I were to become your assistant, things would be different. I would just use my wages to pay for the commission. I've chosen to call this case The Mystery of the Stolen Silver. There was a rich man with a hoard of silver coins in his home. He was afraid of covetous neighbors, so he locked his wealth away in a strong safe, and only one key could open it. One day, the rich man's business went south. He decided to open the safe and auction off his silver hoard. But when he opened the safe, only shavings remained. He questioned his servants, suspecting that someone had taken his key, but they claimed that as he always kept the key by his pillow, no one dared to touch it. The man reported the crime, and the police questioned all his neighbors. No one took his key, and no one sold any silver. It seemed there was no other way to open the sturdy safe. The police found no lead. So who stole the silver? And how did they remove the hoard from the locked and sturdy safe? This is the entirety of my mystery. I have bothered you long enough. Perhaps we should call this a day so that you have enough time to think this through. I shall visit you again at the detective's office tomorrow afternoon. You can share your thoughts with me then.
Interesting. A mystery for me. Now it feels like I'm the one being interviewed.
That's not my intention. I understand trust is the hardest relationship to build.
Sure. I'll think about this mystery of yours.
Wonderful. Despite the unexpected encounter, chatting with you turned out to be rather delightful. See you tomorrow. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, Master Detective.
Mystery of the stolen silver. A rather interesting name for a puzzle. I can give it some proper thought once I'm back at the office.
Enemies.
Timing is everything. Distraction. Reset the board.
Out of my way. Fools belong in hell. Oof, go! Go away!
Hey, you don't want to mess with me.
Master, that brat! He moved your stuff, so I whipped him raw and sent him packing.
Nicely done.
Oh, and one more thing, I cleared out the stuff from the kitchen. You have quite a few salty jars, strange instruments, bags with food in them. Oh, and there's tea! I figured out how to boil water and made you some delicious tea. Have a taste, Master.
It's salty.
Huh?
You must have mixed up the salt and sugar.
That's impossible. Master, you're not going to chase me away, are you?
My brother, who also happened to be my previous partner. Well, let's just say you made the same tea. It's a most invigorating tradition, I must say, and it happens just at a time when I need to think. You can stay. The office is just open for business. I need someone to look after the establishment and keep intruders out, like what just happened.
Really? Oh, wonderful! I'll definitely double my efforts. You'll be getting all the salty tea you need, Master.
Let's put the salty tea on hold. And this decision doesn't make you my assistant.
It's all right. As long as I'm allowed to stay by your side, you've made Alf really happy.
now's the time to figure out Ashley's mystery. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
What's broken has been mended.
Explosion? There's no bombs here. Only flour and a torch gun. Were you looking for me, Master?
Board for various pieces of evidence. My brother and I would pin our findings on this and discuss cases together. Mystery of the stolen silver. A puzzle about valuables going missing. The rich man placed his silver coins in a secure safe. No one touched the key, but the coins were gone when the rich man opened the safe. There was nothing left but shavings. Key, rich man, silver coins. I have a hypothesis. Maybe the rich man lied. The safe never had any silver to begin with. He wanted to frame his servant from the start. This is also a solution. Perhaps a copy of the key was made before it was placed beside the rich man's pillow. The criminal used the copy to open the safe. That's right. This is an obvious possibility. Perhaps the silver coins weren't solid, but liquid that could flow out through the cracks. The question is rather fuzzy on the details. A clear-cut answer eludes me. Strange. Is this puzzle talking about something else? I'll discuss these hypotheses with Ashley tomorrow, and think about it once I acquire more info. Now, I have some time to head out and walk around, or rest for a while. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
Let's cut to the chase before...
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
My sofa. I can use it to rest, or when I'm entertaining guests. Ashley isn't here yet.
Oh, apologies, Master Detective. I'm sorry for being late.
Did you run into trouble? You can tell me about it.
It's nothing to worry about, honestly. Let's talk about the matter we mentioned yesterday. Have you figured out any answers to the riddle?
My answer is...
Detective! Remember that journalist who kept stalking you? The one called Grimm?
We saw him yesterday.
Why?
He's dead!
What exactly happened?
Someone contacted us half an hour ago. Told us they saw something horrifying. We rushed to the scene and saw Grimm's corpse in the alley.
He talked to us just yesterday at noon.
It's too much of a coincidence.
It's more than you think. The way he died was just like the corpses from the Nameless Ashes case.
Wait, the Nameless Ashes case?
A case that Chief Inspector Lauren commissioned me to work on. All the victims' bodies were burnt to charred corpses. I must examine the scene right away.
Detective, remember our agreement. You need to act in a team of two.
I formally employ Ashley as my assistant. Let's go. Any chance of a copycat criminal?
No chance. We didn't disclose anything about the Nameless Ashes case to the public.
Master Detective.
From the beginning, tell me what you saw.
I saw him go up in flames. Tis true, I swear. I would come to the alley nearby and water the flowers every sunset before dark. And then I saw this blonde, purple-eyed journalist screaming in the alley. The lad was covered entirely in flames. Such a painful thing to watch. God rest his soul. I reported it at once, and you know what happened afterwards.
A witness saw Grimm when he was burning. A single clue won't prove anything. I should examine the crime scene.
Horrifying, isn't it? That alone attracted quite a crowd wanting to see the tragedy for themselves. Ready to investigate, Detective?
Let's not delay. We shall begin. The scene has plenty of things to look at. I should be patient. Prints look fresh. The shoe type can't be distinguished, but it's clear there are two different sizes of footprints. More than one person entered this alley. There are residues created by reactor use, but the reactor itself isn't here.
Detective.
This is a dangerous area. Gangs and punksters frequent here.
Got any ideas, Detective?
I found traces of reactor use and 2 sets of footprints at the scene. I don't think this is an accident. The victim has been turned into a charred corpse. This is something I find rather peculiar.
Why does the charred corpse mean so much to you?
When a body is severely damaged, apart from the cause of death, there might also be the perpetrator's intent to make the body unidentifiable.
Unidentifiable?
Hey, watch it!
Detective!
What's going on?
Follow the trail to know where he's escaping to. Wait, the footprints ended here. The person must have started climbing. This is their camp. He wants to hide himself.
Still trying to disturb the peace.
Here comes the fire!
Stop! Watch and learn!
I'll take care of this. I've warned you. Distraction. It's all in vain. It's over. Nevermore. What were you doing just then? Why did you show up at the scene?
I was just taking a look-see.
A look-see. So why run away when you saw us?
I felt like it. So what? Ah! Stop! I'll tell you. It was just a spat with some woman. I didn't expect you constables to be interested in that.
What did you say?
Ah! Oh, curses. Must have been some uppity heiress.
Tell me everything you know.
I heard noises in our alley. Thought it was somebody talking. I tried to get close, but when I arrived, some poshly dressed lady rushed out. Stared me down, she did, face to face. And then suddenly she wailed on me.
What did that woman look like?
Oh, I can't remember. It was dark. I could barely make out her face.
There's a charred corpse in the alley. Are you responsible?
What corpse? I just had a fight with some woman. You trying to set me up as a fall guy?
You can't even remember the woman's face. How can you prove anything you said to be true?
I got some evidence. That vicious toff lost her shoe halfway through the fight. I tossed it to the side. Go find it yourself. Nobody cares when nobody's fighting. But once some heiress gets a bruise, you all come down on us. You bark and bite because the rich tells you to.
Throw him in the slammer.
I'll look for the high-heeled shoe he mentioned.
There actually is a high-heeled shoe. He wasn't lying. Maybe a rich lady really did enter that alley.
I'm afraid all that's gone on has got me pretty lost.
Let's sort out the evidence we've gathered so far. A suspicious street punkster mentioned seeing a well-dressed lady in the alley. The high-heeled shoe proved that the punkster was not lying. A lady did come to this place, and the mysterious residue on the shoe has taken my attention. Only a powerful reactor is capable of instantly creating fires of such intense heat. Silver residues were also found on the ground, proving that this is a reactor-created fire. The deceased has been thoroughly burned and the body carbonized at high temperatures. The nature of death resembles the nameless Ashes case. We found Grimm's signature hat and camera at the scene. The witness also saw Grimm howling in the flames. This should hint at the body's identity. Based on what we have now, Grimm's death seems like a case of murder, perpetrated by a mysterious lady with a high-temperature reactor.
Sounds like a real possibility. I heard that Grimm enjoys writing scandalous articles exposing the aristocrats.
There is a strange substance on the high-heeled shoe. I've seen this substance on the corpse, but I cannot figure out what it is. I'll return to the scene and re-examine the corpse.
Your call.
I should return to the crime scene and re-examine Grimm's corpse.
body has disappeared!
I had it taken away. Constabulary has the body. I have taken over the case. This incident has attracted too much unwanted attention and is severely affecting our duties. Those irrelevant to the case shall leave the scene at once.
What? But we are not irrelevant. The Chief Inspector invited us to support the investigation.
Chief Inspector Lauren.
This is Rex. He's the superintendent sent by the Navy, specifically assigned to oversee the constabulary. I didn't expect him to come here in person. Recently, the higher-ups are extremely strict about the discipline of the constabulary. We should probably let this slide for now. Don't be so harsh. They're just civilians passing by the place. And I never expected the superintendent to place such importance on the case. That's a good thing. Why don't we head back and go over the details?
I need you to give me a work report.
Of course, you shall have it at the first opportunity.
They took away the corpse, and I think even the Navy is involved. Chief Inspector Lauren advised us not to interfere. Perhaps we should return to the office and plan our next move.
Let's head back first. Okay, time for today's plans.
What is your next move, Master Detective?
The victim was killed by a fire and reduced to a charred corpse. I suspect the criminal intends to cover up some evidence. We should re-examine the body.
But the superintendent took the body away. There's nothing we could do. Why don't we follow Chief Inspector Lauren's advice and just wait for a while? Maybe he'll do something about it.
But...
Oh, I just remembered. While we wait, perhaps we can go over the mystery of the stolen silver. The silver coins disappeared from the rich man's safe. Neither the servant nor the neighbours confessed. The constables failed to find out how the theft was carried out. Have you made any progress regarding this mystery?
I do have some proposed solutions for this mystery of yours. Perhaps the safe never contained ancient coins, but silverium kept in siphons that could flow out from the fine crevices and openings.
Silverium flowing out from the crevices and openings. A bold proposal. But if the rich man stored his silver coins inside the safe, he should know that it would keep the coins secure instead of leaking them. These answers focus on certain possibilities. None of them could explain how the silver was stolen. Do you have other ideas? Master Detective?
Apologies,
You don't look very well right now. Perhaps I haven't been clear enough with my mystery. I can go over...
I'm heading to the constabulary.
Huh? Why?
Grimm's case is an unusual murder using extremely high temperatures, a characteristic shared by the nameless Ashes case. I cannot afford to ignore it. I must meet the superintendent. He must be informed of the severity of the issue, and I must be involved in the investigation again.
Is that so? I understand. Since you do intend to continue the investigations no matter what, then allow me to accompany you.
The body must be further examined. I must go to the constabulary and have a word with the superintendent. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for...
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts. $70-30. Your way.
The River Constabulary is located south of the city. From what I remember, it used to be a large navy building. When the navy moved to the eastern estuary, the building was transferred to the constabulary.
The constabulary itself is a new system led by the Navy, approved by the royal families, and paid for by corporate investments.
These days, law enforcement by the constabulary is being obstructed by the Navy, who is also piling on the pressure. I don't know if the Chief Inspector can handle this.
We've arrived at the River Constabulary.
If the superintendent from the Navy has gained control over the building, I'm not sure what the situation is like inside. Ah, it's Chief Inspector Lauren.
Let's go ask him. How did it fare, Chief Inspector?
It fared poorly. The Navy thinks we're bumbling and intends to interfere. They're steamrolling us. Especially in the matter where I sought out your assistance. They regard it as a transgression.
The situation right now is that we have another case, just like the Nameless Ashes case. There's a piece of evidence that I'm interested in. No matter what happens, I need to re-examine that corpse.
I understand, but...
You again? The civilians passing by the place? Chief Inspector Lauren, as a member of the constabulary, please look to the propriety of your decorum.
That's it, I suppose. Head off. We'll grab a pint or two afterwards.
Master Detective, he doesn't seem interested in talking. We should look for another way.
Outrageous! I'm the one in charge of the patrols. If you're angry about leaky windows, lodge your complaint with the repairman.
Thank you.
Chief Inspector Lauren is right. There is an open window. Are you going in?
Yes, and I'll need you to stay outside and watch my back.
Understood. I've got you covered.
The Navy sent some reinforcements to the constabulary because crime rates refused to fall. Reinforcements? They're trouble.
Hey, you're supposed to be on patrols. What are you doing here?
All right, we're going.
They say the noble slayer in red dress appeared again. I think the constabulary should do its best and avoid the aristocratic scandal.
Safe. Time it right. This is the place. The file on the side reads, "Move this to the hospital mortuary after evidence collection." I don't have much time. Now I must leave with the evidence. Good. The exit is not too far away. Bother. The main entrance is blocked. I must find another way.
Over here. superintendent reached the main entrance with his patrol. I ran here to wait for you.
Nicely done. You made the right call.
Did you find the evidence?
Take this and go.
I'm sure you understand it's our duty to arrest trespassers.
We don't have to be enemies.
I'm afraid we're long past that. You broke the rules. Chalk you!
It's all in vain.
Come on, Chalky.
Timing is everything.
Radar attack! On my command, Chalky. Down on your knees.
Burn it all down!
I'll take care of it. Distraction. Reset the board.
Still trying to... We'll never learn! Red!
Let's leave it at that. You're strong, but your heavy weapon is holding you back. A nimble combat style would suit you more.
Again! Sir! The werewolf who attacked the float has escaped!
What?
The stabilizer failed to work! It went berserk! We couldn't keep it down!
Lead the way!
Are you all right? I saw you two fighting. I know nothing about violence, otherwise I could have helped.
I'm fine. What about the evidence?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
I was running as fast as I could, but I tripped and fell along the way. I fell on the remains, and it broke into pieces. I don't think we can get much evidence out of it.
Oh, it's broken. No matter. I have an old friend with quite impressive skills. The remains could be pulverized for all I care. She'll get something useful out of it.
What? Oh, I mean, that's wonderful. So does that mean we should go to her right away?
Of course. Let's not waste time. We should set off immediately. The lady disguised as the interview candidate. Why is she here?
What a coincidence, Detective. We meet again. You two seem to have undergone quite an adventure.
And why are you here, of all places?
It pleased me to see you fight the Navy man, and your form in combat was most admirable. But alas, I'm a lady who keeps her word. I broke a few furry little boys out of their cells as a distraction. Nicely done, no?
You're helping me? Why?
Because you're most pleasing to the eye. And upholding contractual terms is a rule in our profession.
Contractual terms? Whose deal are you trying to honor?
Well, well, a client's info is supposed to be confidential. If we could get information by simply asking questions, why would we need detectives? Or detective assistants?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Detective, if you want the answer, why don't you and your clever little assistant figure out who my client actually is? When that happens, and if you're interested in a partnership with me, don't forget to pay me a visit.
How odd. Master Detective, we should pick up the pace and get the remains examined.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good. Let's cut to the chase.
What's broken has been mended.
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts.
What's broken has been mended.
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
significant.
Timing is everything. Nevermore.
the weakness and strike true.
Stop! Want some more, do ya? Ha, youthful folly! I knew the game before you knew how to walk!
At your service, patron. Take a sip and wake up.
Barely a scratch. Fools belong in hell.
Another obstacle out of the way. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's keep working on it, Detective.
Office hours. stolen vein. Let's cut to the chase before you assign. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good. Excellent. Who's hid this here? Reset the board. Distraction. Office hours.